Hello and welcome to Pock and Rob for the second in my series ranking the tracks of Iron Maiden's studio albums. It's the second record. It's Killers from 1981. Killers was recorded with the first lineup change, so Dennis Stratton had been ejected from the band and in came Adrian Smith. This will be the last record with Paul Di'Anno on vocals, as we're going to get another change on their third album. Most of the tracks on here were written prior to the release of Iron Maiden. So they've been in their catalogue for a while in terms of their live performances, so they're well honed. They are therefore, of course, really well played. Every track on here has a writing credit for Steve Harris, and only one track on the original UK studio album has anyone else contributing, and that happens to be the title track where Paul Di'Anno provides the lyrics. So let's go in and rank the 10 tracks of Killers, and as before I'm going to give them a mark out of 10, average that and see where Killers comes on my developing Iron Maiden ranking that will supersede my original ranking of all of the studio albums. And at number 10, Ides of March, opening track. It's a really good opening track, but it's an instrumental, and it's a really good instrumental. It's fun. I've given it a 5 out of 10. The reason it's come last is because this is credited to Harris, and there is a track called Thunderburst from Samson. It's exactly the same track, and yet that is credited to Samson plus Steve Harris, whereas Ides of March is credited just to Harris. It opened the most recent concert tour, although it was piped. It wasn't played live, which is a shame. Might be interesting to hear Ides of March played properly live. Number 10. Number 9, the other instrumental, Genghis Khan. And it's perfectly fine. That's all I can say. I don't like either of these as much as I like Transylvania on the Iron Maiden debut record. I have again given it a 5 out of 10. Number 8, I have placed the track that closes the record, Drifter. And again, it's a 5 out of 10 for me. This really feels like a total retread of Iron Maiden, the track. There's nothing particularly memorable about it. I'd argue, actually, both Genghis Khan and Ides of March have got more memorability than Drifter. And I've listened to this album for over 30 years, and I still can't place anything about Drifter unless I'm actually listening to it actively. Drifter at number 8. At number 7, I have placed Innocent Exile. It's another track from Killers that I struggle to tell you how it goes. I know I enjoy it when I hear it, but it's in one ear and it's out the other. Innocent Exile, I have again said is a 5 out of 10. At number 6, I have placed Another Life. Another track that I just cannot recall and bring to mind. Except 30 years of listening to Killers, and I cannot recall Another Life. And it's again bang average 5 out of 10. And this is the flaw for me in the Killers album, is that fully half of the tracks are average. Bang average. Not bad, not good, enjoyable enough when you listen to them, but are totally forgotten when you're finished. So that's halfway through. This is the point at which, if the fact that everything I've just ranked was bang average, if you're still watching, then I would urge you, please do subscribe. It's really valuable to everybody who subscribes to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to hear about future content, then click the bell. And why not share it with someone else? There's a huge amount of Maiden content out there on YouTube. I am just one channel that produces Maiden content from time to time, but I do lots of other stuff as well. And if you think that people might enjoy this video, or indeed anything else that I've put out there, please do share it with them and help increase subscribers, perhaps. So into the upper ranked half of the album. And at number 5, I have placed Purgatory. But Purgatory, Purgatory is 2 songs. There's the opening half, and then there's the second half. The Please Take Me Away, Take Me Away. I enjoy Purgatory a great deal. I don't think it's top draw stuff, but I do think it is not bang average. And Purgatory, I've actually said is good. I've given it 7 out of 10. Number 4, I've placed this song immediately prior to Purgatory on the record, which is Prodigal Son. Prodigal Son is, for the one, it's probably the epic on the album. It's the longest song. It's 6 minutes 13. It's also in 6/8 time, and I think it's a really, really solid song. It is exactly the same as I've said about Purgatory. It is good, and this is 7 out of 10. So far, everything has been either average or good. There's a distinct difference for the next and remaining 3 tracks, and at number 3, I've placed the title track, Killers. Killers is phenomenal. So I went to see Iron Maiden on their Run For Your Lives tour. It's the first time I've ever seen Maiden live. I've got a feeling it may not be the last. And they were doing stuff from their first 9 albums, which is basically a way of saying their first 7 albums plus Fear of the Dark, the title track. And Killers was a highlight, an early set highlight. They did several songs. 4 tracks were played from Killers, and the title track was one of them, and it's been in and out of their set all the time. There is an interesting version of it on the Live at the Rainbow video with completely different lyrics by Paul Di'Anno, which he kind of came up with like shortly before they went on stage, and then rewrote lyrics for what became the album version, and it's a dark murder song. It really is. I mean, Killers is the appropriate title of the track, and there's some remorse in it as well, like God help me, what have I done? Killer behind you. It's a great song, Killers. I give them Killers 9 out of 10. I think it's an outstanding song. It is a significant step up from everything else on the album. Number 2, I have placed Murders in the Rue Morgue. This was probably the first track from Killers that I was actually ever aware of. Based around the story written by Edgar Allan Poe. I've also given it 9 out of 10. Which leaves at number 1, Wrathchild. Wrathchild is brilliant. It's a 10 out of 10 it's the best song on the record, only by a margin, because I do, as you see, 9 out of 10s for Murders and Killers, but Wrathchild is a pounding song. And in my head, Wrathchild kind of is the opening track of Killers. It's the first song, and I never get tired of Wrathchild. I never get tired of that brilliant bass line of Steve Harris's. It's so driving. It's my top pick from Killers. So, as I have been doing, let's average the score for Killers. There are 10 tracks, therefore we are going to be adding it all together, dividing it by 10, and that comes out as an average score of 6.7. And so far, it's 0.3 behind Iron Maiden, which means Iron Maiden is still number 1 on my ranking, and Killers comes in just second. I think Killers has got 3 phenomenal highlights and then a bunch of average. And Iron Maiden, the debut album, is overall a better record, even with a worse track on it, which is Charlotte the Harlot. I'll be back soon with another video, but in the meantime, why not leave me a comment? Let me know what you think of the Killers album and your favourite tracks on it. Until then, I'd remind you to subscribe if you've not already done so, to click the thumbs up to like the video, the bell for notifications of future content, and share the video with someone else who might like it, and thanks for watching.